Hi everybody, welcome to the signal box today. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Do you remember this one? This is the Hornby 4F that I overly weathered too much the other day. And I stress the word overly weathered. It's an absolute nightmare. And looking at it on YouTube and also on photographs and also bringing it out on my layout today, it looked hideous. And I'm the first person to admit that it was overly done. So I needed to rectify this. As you can see from these shots here, it looks like something that's been sitting in the scrapyard in Barry, Wales for goodness knows how long. Look at that. That's a little bit too much weathering. No, that's not really what I was trying to go after. That's a bit too much with the weathering powders. But the great thing about this, you can wash it off with warm soapy water. Hence like this. This is the remake of the same loco. Earlier this evening, I put it in a sink full of warm soapy water and a toothbrush, and I just gave it a good scrub and wash over, and hey presto, I got all the weathering powder off and started to redo it. I've added a sooty, smoky, dirty, grimy appearance to the front end of the loco, which is the smoke box end. As you can see, I've added some ash on the front of the buffers there and the front of the chassis where it gathers underneath the smoke box, having been cleaned out probably the previous day. And it looks different between the reasonably cleanness of the boiler to the front end of the loco. You can see there's a contrast there. I've added some soot effect on the smoke box end, which looks good, and I think it's much more better. She's starting to look a lot more better than what she did in that previous shot. I've also added a little tiny bit of weathering on the steps on the front and on the middle, and also on where the cab is. You can see underneath there's some steps. You'll see that in a bit, but I've just really sort of toned down the weathering a heck of a lot. As you can see from that shot there, that's a great shot. You can see prototypically that's where all the soot would have gathered from the exhaust from the chimney, and around the area would have been very dirty. The tenders come up quite nicely from a good scrub, and again from this shot here I've picked out the rivets on the smoke box end, and that's going to be the grimiest part of the loco, to be honest with you. I wanted to give a contrast there between sort of reasonably clean to sort of quite dirty. That's how really it should look. As you can see from that shot there, a little tiny bit of weathering on the steps there and underneath the brake rigging department, and also the sandboxes. Little bits underneath there I've picked out, but not too much. But overall she looks good. So I think she looks much better now. I don't know what you think, but let me know in the comments box below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in another episode of the Signal Box, and take care.